1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here we are sitting downtown beautiful Boulder, Colorado. It's we're on Pearl Street. I'm at the house of Christian Ray. He owns the tree company that I've been working for lately. And I just was sitting here enjoying this beautiful blue sky when all of a sudden these lines just slowly started to appear. I know you guys are probably getting sick and tired of me talking about it, but I just want to prove to you this is really happening. See, look at that. This was like totally just beautifully blue 2 seconds ago, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 parallel lines take up the whole sky. These two have been there a little bit longer. They're starting to wisp out now. Those two are freshly new. That one, I just watched that jet come like maybe a minute ago. It wasn't very long ago. That over there, that's Jerry Carter. He's got a headache. We're sitting here waiting on Christian. We don't know where he is. Oh! I almost dropped my camera. We showed up like, I don't know, 5 minutes late for work or something like that. Nobody's here. Nobody texts me. So I don't know what the fuck's going on today. But I don't know. My boss is kind of a flake. He doesn't ever say what's going on. He doesn't really tell you much of what he's thinking. He just kind of does. And you know, I'm hoping when he thinks everybody's out to get him too, like everything. I don't know. I asked him to use the bathroom the other day, and he didn't even want me to. He's like, "Dude, you can go across the street." He's like, "Okay, we're sitting here. You know, there's his house." He's like, "You can go use." He's like, "You can go use the bathroom right over there at the fucking coffee shop or something like that." I was like, "Oh, thank you for your hospitality." You know, like, "Oh, you're so kind that you make me go to the fucking just to take a piss." I don't know, he's kind of a sketchy guy. Sketchy guy. But everybody here in Colorado, they're nice, but they're kind of flaky or sketchy. I don't know what the difference is, but I've been getting that from a lot of people lately. Well, not towards me, but just towards everything. And Christian's really bad at it. He seems like everybody's out to rip him off or something, so you know. I kind of get the idea that he's out to rip everybody off because, you know, that's kind of how that works, you know. You wouldn't have that mindset unless you were already doing it to somebody else, you know, so I don't know. We're just going to see, some crows are fighting in the air. We're just going to sit here, and it's a really cool place. He's like right on Pearl Street, so you can catch all the action. You know, right down from the Pearl Street Mall, which is just outside, and it had to be done just so we could have fun. But that's what I really wanted to show you. These fucking, I keep showing you these, but I gotta document every one of them that I can, so I have them for later future references when we take down the government. Yeah. So those lines consist of nano aluminum particles that are coated with, or fiberglass that's coated with nano aluminum particles, barium, strontium, mercury. There's a whole list of different chemicals that you can get from the people online that make up these chemicals. They're actually biologists and doctors who, you know, have been taking tests and levels of the aluminum and the other chemicals from the sky. They say we're up 50,000% on our aluminum that's naturally occurring. I didn't know that aluminum was naturally occurring. I thought it was a man-made metal, but apparently it does occur naturally. I don't know, I'll have to do a little more research on that, but in very, very small, minute amounts. And the levels that they're finding and coming up with are, like I said, 50,000 times the natural dose of aluminum and barium particles that are floating around in the air. Where is sketchy Christian Ray? We don't know. he might have, who knows? Who knows? He'll show up eventually and be like, oh, you guys weren't fucking here this morning? When we show up every time I show up. I've been working here for like a week now, or, yeah, I think it'll be a week yesterday. And, every day I've showed up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we sit here till like, I don't know, at least 20 after 9, just dicking around doing nothing. And so today I took some time to stop at the gas station and get some water, and I wasn't looking at paying attention to my phone. We got here about 20 after 9, and everybody's gone already, although Angus's bag is here, so that's, you know, kind of weird why he would have left his headphones in his bag sitting out and just disappeared. But you never know with this Christian fella. He's got some crazy ways of doing things. I mean, they work, but the whole flyering thing, he has us go out and like to advertise. We fucking walk from house to house to house to house, knocking on doors, ringing doorbells, and fucking waking people up, handing out flyers and this and that. I mean, it works. It works. I mean, every 100 people that you talk to, you usually get one of them that needs their trees trimmed, which seems a little bit inefficient, but you know, when he's trying to make a name for himself, you got to make a name for yourself. I just
Mr. Ray gone when you got here?
Nobody's been here yet. No. I was making a video of the nice trails that were occupied.
No, chemtrailing the shit out of us today.
I seen them. You see them over there too?
Yeah, you know, it's funny because they cut out right over the mountains.
They do. I watched the guy. I watched this airplane, the one that.
I film them all the time.
Yeah.
Before my smartphone got ran over.
Yeah, no, I got
on my YouTube channel.
Me too. I got my own YouTube. Well, I got a YouTube channel. I made it ever.
Veryantisocial.blogspot.com.
Is it? Very antisocial.
Very antisocial.
That's from the aluminum. The aluminum that gets into your bloodstream. It's making us all antisocial. That's their goal, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
They're just even that to be a fucking mayhem.
Yeah, but you know, these skies were blue this morning when we got here. These skies were completely blue. And now that one has had enough time to fan out into something that looks almost like a cloud. You know? Yeah. Those two parallel lines over there are definitely not nature made.
Oh, man-made.
Yeah. Supposedly they can vibrate the aluminum and the other metals inside those particles using high-frequency active auroral research project, which is called HARP, and they have like several other ones located. There's two of them in. They're
all over the world. They got one on a barge that they tow around in the ocean.
Really? So apparently they have one on a barge that they tow around in the ocean. There's two of them up in Alaska. The most well-known one is HARP. Jesse Ventura did a good job of exposing that one. But the supposed way that they're fanning these out was with the high-frequency active auroral research program. I'm not too sure about it. I think they might be fanning themselves out, just, you know, but they settle awfully slowly.
They don't do it every day here, but they do it
They do almost do it every day. I mean, the last 2 days, I've been watching the skies since I got here, and there's only been maybe a couple days that I've noticed where you can see clearly out into the distance, you know, without...
They didn't really start up here until about 2003.
Really?
Most other places, they started in the late 90s.
Well, see, I was talking to Jeremy about it. And Jeremy was like, they started right here around the 90s. But
yeah, it was really 2006 before they got going here.
Well, I know in Minnesota they
I used to take road trips in my van.
Yeah.
For the Grand Canyon and shit.
Yep, that's Ned.
I remember it was about 98 when they started doing it over the Southwest. They've been doing it in California for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I hear. In Minnesota they haven't really done any yet, you know? There's not...
That's because the shit they spray up in the Northwest blows over.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
See, well, I wasn't really hanging out in very populated areas in Minnesota either. You know, I was in little small towns, and according to a lot of the people, they only do it over major population centers.
Nah, they pretty much, if you look at the satellite maps, they do it everywhere.
Huh. So yeah, you can get satellite maps of where they're spraying chemtrails too. Peace. Shut that.